There we go. All right, we are good. We are live. Hello, everybody.
What's my name? Hi.
Hi, friends.
I always do wonder if I should do an intro like "Welcome to Out of the Abyss." Yada yada. I don't know. It feels weird. Though I was watching Legends of Evantris, and they actually I think Andy does all the introductions there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe I'll start doing that with Burb permission. But
Burb should be the one to give the introduction.
Yeah, Burb, get on.
None of us are named Andy.
Ah, shit, you right. It's all over
Yeah,
now.
sorry.
The Nomies.
Nomies?
That's our new group name.
That is incorrect. I'm going to go ahead and veto that immediately. Also, everybody, I did tell you all to stay the fuck off of the actual Twitch thing. You may now go onto the Twitch thing. And if you'd like, you may explore the emotes section.
Emote.
The fuck?
I don't want to.
But you should.
No fucking way did you know. What the fuck is this shit, dude?
Yo.
This shit has nothing to do with me. You can thank our lovely boy Kitsaris over here.
Why are some of them locked?
So, some of them, like, I can only do 5 free ones. The rest you have to sub for.
Oh, I don't have a sub. Oh, well.
I'm sorry. I can't make them all free. That literally limits me from putting them all up there. And also, Kitsaris, I apologize, but some of them apparently need approval. So, there's a couple that just aren't going to show.
Too sexy.
I was about to say, like, Arania's got 3 of them. Like, that damn.
Yeah, 2 of mine are locked and 1 of yours are locked. They're pending approval right now.
Perfect. Look at all these emotes for characters that you're no longer going to have.
Oh, no. Don't say that. No. Amara says just so never get approved because she dies. Thank you, Beto. You're muted, so you can't say you're welcome. And thank you, Beto.
Thank you, Beto. You crazy bastard.
You.
At least I have one
Everyone type liar hype in chat to thank Beto.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Amaris hype one is fucking locked. God damn it. I'm so upset.
How long were they locked for?
Until they pend approval. Now, you may be wondering, how long does approval take? Well, I'll tell you, weeks, apparently. It can take up to weeks.
But it takes longer than that. I've been looking for approval my entire life.
That was too real.
My bad. We're supposed to escape into a much better fantasy. So, your friends are all dying. Let's get into this.
Thank you. As appropriate.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Here,
guys, how we all doing?
We're doing okay. We're alive. We're surviving. We're existing. In what state? I'm not too sure myself.
Virginia.
Massachusetts.
You just dox yourself.
Yeah, Virginia, one of the biggest states in the fucking country. I'm definitely doxing myself.
Ohio. A place that doesn't actually exist.
Are silly.
It doesn't?
Yeah, Massachusetts doesn't exist.
Lied to.
We're just silly Americans to you.
I'm not telling you where I live.
Yeah, I thought America was only from television.
Yeah.
Some days it does feel like it, though. As seen on the news. The news at least puts
I feel like
nice
America
filter.
is just kind of like a fever dream where it's a nightmare, but it's almost just not a nightmare. Like it's a dream, and it borders on being a nightmare.
Borders? Like, dips in and out occasionally.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah. What's in that room? Oh,
yeah, whoever the dungeon master for America is insane.
What was that?
It's dungeon mastering for America.
So what you need to do is give us all guns.
You
Please.
see.
America. Fuck yeah.
Give Kitsaris
With or
a
without
gun.
firearm proficiency.
Now, if you had to give each of our character a gun, what kind of gun would you give each of us?
Ooh.
Ooh, let's see. I would give Kitsaris no gun. We have a crossbow. Kind of like Daryl from
I mean, he's
Walking
already
Dead.
got guns.
It's true. I would give Liar a massive machine gun.
Fuck yeah.
Excellent.
hmm I
You
would
can see Liar with a
give-
Tommy gun, like the old-fashioned kind.
No, much larger. Like a fucking railgun type.
Jesus.
Like the type you see on top of like Hummers. That kind of machine gun. I would give Basil those you know those tiny little handguns with only one bullet inside them? They're meant to
Derringers?
A
be, like,
fucking
concealed.
Derringer?
Yes.
The Derringers.
Yes.
Can you, okay,
You
I
men
need
in
to get a
black him?
fucking meme picture of Basil with two guns going, and so I started blasting.
Let's see. I would give. What would I give Arania? Ooh.
Arena just has a
hook.
button.
I
And
don't
it fires intercontinental ballistic missiles.
A
No, I want turrets on each of Arania's legs.
Jesus Christ.
Like fucking Urgot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like full on like cannons or like turrets on her legs. I want that.
Oh my god. Fucking Beto just sent the fucking rest of one of the locked ones. The one with Basil and the hammer is so good.
That's one of the ones that's
Oh.
locked.
I know, I'm sad.
So, okay,
Oh.
Little
how did
hammer.
do they lock random ones, or is it like the first, 5 or 6, or the first like 3
No.
or 4 that you upload's not, and then the ones after is?
It's random ones that the system flags like, oh, this might be bad. And apparently it has to be manually checked.
But
It's
then
not-
after it is checked, it's still locked for those who
No, no,
doesn't
no.
have.
Oh, yeah. No, the ones behind the sub, unfortunately, you got to be subbed for. I really was trying to not put them behind it, but I am legitimately limited to 5 free emotes. Like, that's all I can do. It literally locks me behind it. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh my god, I love these. They're so good.
I think my favorite is like Kit being nerfed, Height and Arania blowing kisses. And Amara's laughing is pretty cute.
That one is.
Yes.
I even told Beto, I was like, at first I wasn't sure if that one's like really fitting for Amaris, and I realized, no, that's fitting for me though. Like, when I laugh like a fucking hyena.
And Basil's just pissed. Basil's angry.
I love that. I am here to bonk.
Yay, Kitsaris is here. Hi, Beto.
Hello.
Baby.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This is going to be the most insane ready check ever.
Well, I'm
Um,
running.
We won't start unless everybody is ready and does my ready requirement. All right.
What is it?
If all of you are ready to play, subscribe to the Twitch right now.
Subscribe, like, and follow.
I'm just joking. Type ready in chat.
I did it. Well,
Subscribe.
no, I didn't do that. I
Oh
did
my
the
God.
first one.
I am broke. I can't do that.
I want.
Just type ready in
Cat's
chat.
ready too, guys.
I want.
Just a
You
note.
You guys are just not lucky.
Cat's ready
Didn't I
too?
give like
Chat's ready
5
too.
subs?
Yeah, I was about to say, Jess, are you logged into Twitch?
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
gave a bunch of subs.
I was about to say, you should have like gotten one at
Yeah.
random.
I didn't. There was other people that was on, and
dodged
I
it.
ended up
Yeah,
not
I
getting one.
think Jess like just missed it because I got
was- I was the only person who didn't get one.
it.
I just didn't say anything because I didn't want Beto to feel bad.
How do I want to make?
Beto's credit card is already going.
Yeah, I was about to say. You joke,
I
but
mean, it's fine.
probably.
I have them in Discord, so it's cool.
Yeah.
There you go. You just got to sub.
Ooh, I should totally make these
Jesus
emotes in our
Christ.
server.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, Cornia
Peter.
subscribed.
all the
Oh my god. She is not
Yay.
broke. She lied.
Lied to again?
Oh my god, I'm
Guys,
hurt.
I'm being lied to again today.
This relationship can't be built on lies and mistrust.
My heart is broken.
I know it can. Because of that, it's time for death.
Yay.
Hooray.
Oh boy, here we go.
I already got my
The
funeral.
NPC
arranged.
survive, y'all are dead.
Oh boy.
The biggest plot twist here is you're actually playing the NPCs once all your characters are dead. So start thinking of which NPC you want to play. And no, Globagul is not one of them.
I call stool.
I'll be
Wait, you're gonna shit yourself? That's what's happening?
Yeah, he is.
It took me a second there. Jesus Christ, Vita.
Sorry, I got distracted. I'm trying to turn these into emotes in the server.
I'm running. That's not enough.
Yep, everyone's fucked except for Basil right now. Basil's like, shit, all my kids. They're I have one in each arm.
Boppity boopity.
Bippity boobity.
Oh my god, you're fucking uploading them into the...
I'm not. How did you know?
Because I'm looking at the emotes in there.
What?
Just
I'm gonna do it throughout the
watching it
session.
live.
As you guys are out here struggling, planning, it's just me happily adding emotes into the server.
You hear them screaming.
Adding more.
Hear them screaming.
All right.
So good.
So,
I'm crying.
We're
I'm
all
so happy.
ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons here.
Mm-hmm.
So, last session, we were all sat on our couch in Ohio, watching as the new Pope got elected. Sorry, wrong
That's
D&D game.
exactly
My
what
bad.
I did. Well, this is just my life.
Last session, you guys continue your game of Spin the Bottle over in Sloop the Boot. Enjoying yourselves, getting to know each other a bit more, and just generally taking some time to finally get some rest, finally be able to relax, even if for a moment. Really, some fun questions asked, but towards the end, some people started to get tired. Eventually, needed to get some rest. Arania, you walked both Seraph and Jimjar back to the Hook and Hush Tavern, in which, on your way back, you stumbled upon Kitsaris, who seemingly had no recollection of anything past the Dark Lake itself. Upon arriving home, you call your allies that are still awake and try and figure out what's going on with Kitsaris. You then realize you were being watched. Somebody invisible in the corner of your home, lurking, watching. A short scuffle occurs as this invisible individual tries to run away. Luckily, though, you are able to catch him. Upon catching this individual, they introduce themselves, or you know them, as not mistaken, it was Blopliplod, or better known just as Blop. He's told to watch over your group by his mother, Blooploopine. You ask questions about what had been happening in town, in which he had let you know that they have been sacrificing individuals in town, mostly those of what eventually, since your disappearance, was quickly called the Silk Faith. They've been sacrificed off towards the Deep Father, towards whatever benevolent god they call us, a Demoglugoon. Sorry, Lemoglugoon, which eventually you put the pieces together, and Basil, it was you who did this. What they were doing wasn't creating some sort of new divinity, but instead possibly bringing the Demogorgon from the abyss into the material plane. You all begin to think of your next steps, what to do if this is actually happening. Should you stop Blooploopine? Should you evacuate the citizens? You're not quite sure. But then an individual bursts into the house, another Kuatoa, older looking one, familiar to Iranian, her father Shushan, who urges her to run away, to take Koishi and get out of this town. To which she's able to convince him not to. Convinces him that she has to do something. She has to try and stop this from happening. That he should instead go towards the massive conch, this horn, this beacon, a signal of danger here in Shluktabu, to warn the civilians, to warn the Kuatoa of the impending danger. And as you head towards the edge of Dark Lake, Amar is splitting off, heading towards the Hook and Hush Tavern. You see and feel these low tremors ripple through these fungus-warped pylons beneath Shloop-de-Boop. These beams that support the little docks that hold some of these small ferries, little boats that not just the Kuatoa, but any other non-Kuatoa member of the town use. At first, it felt like nothing. But then you begin to see the water foam and bubble and boil. Then several of these chimes that hang throughout the different windows of the tangle nets begin to sing in this discordant cacophony. Not from the hands of people running through them, or from any wind here in the Underdark, but from vibrations so deep they ring with this unnatural resonance. One by one, these bioluminescent spores, mushrooms, fungi all begin to shudder and then pop, casting sections of the village into darkness. Southern edge of the docks, a scream erupts. Inhuman, gurgling, cut off mid-throat. And then you hear it, this sound that no living being should ever hear. This two-toned howl, almost as if it was a scream echoing inside another scream. It reverberates across the entire cavern, shattering the glass lanterns that hang across the different houses, rippling across the water like a tsunami of madness itself. From the center of the dark lake, something rises. He rises. Twin ape-like heads begin to breach from the surface, each with gaping maws and twisting, contradicting expressions of rage and joy. You see tentacles writhe around the creature's waist. His tower-sized form climbs from the water like a nightmare made in flesh. Demogorgon. The Prince of Demons. Dark Lake boils around him as he wades closer, his head's howling in that discordant harmony. One shrieks while the other roars, and every Kuotoa within earshot begins to tremble, to twitch, then scream in response. The cries ripple through the village as nets are torn from walls and hooks plunge into flesh. The Kuotoa tear at themselves and each other. Some of them drop to their knees, chanting in tongues. Others leap from bridges into the lake, laughing as they vanish beneath the surface. Horrible sights. You watch a mother in madness gut her child with a fishing spear, smiling as she does. You see a priest flay his own face and offer it skywards towards the direction of the Deep Father. Cultists begin fighting each other, unable to tell friend from foe. Huts ignite. People scream. Boats splinter. The docks collapse. Water being displaced surges through the streets like a hungry mouth. Buildings unravel. Lanterns begin to fall like dying stars. As the Demogorgon's shriek rolls through, Sleep the Boop once more. Even time itself seems to buckle. Words become unintelligible. Your thoughts begin to blur. Madness stretches across your mind like a spider's web, vibrating with the prince's laughter. In this moment, you are seeing the last of Sleep the Boop. Soon to be a flickering tangle of ropes, bones, silk, blood, and worship. Soon to be swallowed by the Dark Lake. Each of you, except Basil, affected by the cry of the Prince of Demons. Yes. Not to your character's knowledge, but to all of you, are scattered throughout town, each fighting for their own survival. Ront had fallen while carrying groceries, supplies, food for travel. As he slowly gets up, he begins picking up the different fungi, dried fish that he was going to bring on this journey, seemingly at the moment unaware of the madness all around him. Till eventually a spear flies in his direction, luckily missing him, but alerting him to the dangers that have arrived. Eldith, fighting off several maddened Kuatoa, a shield in one hand, a hammer in the other, protecting other Kuatoa who cannot fight for themselves. She is getting overwhelmed. He's but one dwarf fighting a horde of Kuatoa. Bob and Merrick run through the streets, desperately calling out a name. They're panicked. Bob is limping, bleeding. It seems a hook had got into his leg and tore through it. Merrick is doing his best to carry part of Bob's weight as they run through the streets. A hook horror father guards his last surviving egg in the Hook and Hush Tavern, unsure as to what to do. He'd struggled for the last portions of his life so far, lost majority of his family, and now feels seemingly helpless against the looming presence of the Prince of Demons. Jim Jar hides under a stall, quietly grasping onto a whistle, his body shaking as he begs for help. He blows on the whistle desperately. He's not sure if he hears the sound the whistle makes. All he can hear is the madness, the screams of pain, the cries of help, the maddening laughter. He doesn't know what to do. And Seraph, Seraph's voice echoes out. Hey, what's going on? Hey, wake up! Hey! Snap out of it! Hey! As he begins slapping at your cheek, Amaris. You snap out of it.
Ooh.
The Hook and Hush Tavern, in chaos, as several Kuatoa seem to be fighting amongst each other. Seraph had just snapped you out of it. What are you doing?
Fuck. Okay, I didn't know I was gonna get up so fast. Immediately, Seraph and Jim Jar came back together, right? Because Arania escorted both of them, I believe, back to the tavern.
Yes, but everybody left and kind of like went on their own.
Okay.
So right now, to your knowledge, it's just Seraph here.
And then
He
the
did let you know
hook horror upstairs.
that everybody went out as you were like letting Seraph know to gather everybody. He did let you know that, oh fuck, everybody went off. They all wanted to do some very last minute shopping before tomorrow so that, you know, they were prepared.
Yeah. Okay. We know the hook horror is upstairs.
Mhm.
Okay. And we don't really know a general direction. Do we know the general direction that we need to go other than away from the lake?
You've got options. You can run the opposite direction with the Demogorgon. Now, this would lead you back towards the general direction of the prison. You could go through the lake and take your chances going around the Demogorgon through the lake. Generally, those are your two options, unless you could, of course, teleport out of here.
Which we don't have
The only
any map
options
to, so-
are opposite or for the boat.
And there's no real branch off from the opposite direction, right? Like, it would just take us back
It
towards the
would.
prison.
Yes, and it would delay your travel to Gracklestug. Let's say you wanted to go to Gracklestug, it would delay it by a good amount.
What's in that direction, though, as far as another town?
Give me a moment here.
Yeah, sorry for all the questions. I want to make sure before I make any big
It's okay.
decisions.
Just so you know, these questions, every time you ask a question, NPC dies.
Fuck.
I'm
Sorry,
joking.
guys.
Um,
Eventually, I'll ask
It's
so many
starting
that
with
you
all
guys will die too.
the. It'll start with all the fish first.
Yeah.
oh no, we go for the important ones first.
Ah, shit. Well,
Mm.
bye, Ron.
Whoa.
He's the most important.
There isn't really much in that direction as far as you know.
Ron did nothing wrong.
If you go directly opposite of Schloopteboot, it's like there's a massive chasm. That's over in that direction. Kind of in that direction as well. Looks like the Fardrim is off in that direction.
The what?
The Fardrim.
Fardrin. Okay.
It is a tunnel network located in the Underdark. It's near some drow cities.
Oh boy. But she knows there's boats near the lake.
Yes, there are boats near the lake. You would know that.
Amaris will steel herself for just a moment before finally gathering herself. We need to get everyone we can out. It's emerging from the lake. The only two ways I can think of are back the way we came, which is towards more demons that it might be even calling to its aid, or to try and skirt around it. I think the latter is the move.
Right, but kind of looking around, you watch as a Kuto lunges at another, and you watch him just take a what looks like a knife, a small knife, into the gut of another Kuto and just slide it downwards. And just watch him gut that Kuatoa as he's laughing in madness. There's chaos in here.
She is going to... Holy shit. She's going to place a hand on her breastplate and just she's grasping at any bravery in all of this. She is more than overwhelmed, and she's going to go, and I think Sereth would see just the sadness in her eyes as she realizes the decision she has to make here of just whoever we can, and no more than that.
Right, I'll follow your lead.
And she is going to think, because she knows where one is at the very least, she's going to start upstairs. She's going to rush up towards the stairs, trying to skirt around any of the mad Kuatoa. She knows she can't stop and protect them all. And she's going to try and get the hook horror to follow close.
All right. As you begin running towards the rooms, you run past a few Kuatoa who are maddened, others busy drowning in the blood of fellow Kuatoa. One of them turns to look at you as you are running and is going to pick up a knife on the ground and swing at you. Is a That's going to miss. That is a 13. And as he swings, you move too quickly. And the swing just goes wide. And as it does, he just kind of like looks at you running off. And then looks back towards the corpse on the ground next to him. And just begins plunging a knife through that. You run upwards and make it towards the hook horror who is guarding the egg. His body placed on top of it, in case anything were to come crashing or crumbling downwards.
She is going to be as quick as possible and just look at the hook horror, signal for him to follow. When we got onto the ferry, we saw that the ferryman spoke a little bit. Did he have like any like hook horror words that he would have said to tell the hook horror to come onto the boat?
Give me a history check.
History check. Okay, come on. I'm okay with that. 13.
13. With a 13, it wasn't that long ago. You start looking back, trying to remember if there were any gestures, sounds, signals that you could make to indicate or communicate towards the hook horror to come with you or follow you. You do vaguely remember a series of clicks and tapping sounds that might have been used by Triple Trip in order to convince the hook horror or tell the hook horror to hop onto the boat.
She is going to just attempt to parrot that just as best as she can. She wants to try and like, it's the only message she knows that can convey the closest to what their plan is. Follow, get on the boat, go across the water. That is the only three things that she needs to convey.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay, all right. Come on. No.
Hey, that's not good.
You
No.
failed us, man.
You're the one who rolled
As
the
you
nat 20 for
try-
this session.
Damn it!
As you try and convince this hook horror, you try and make that series of noises, this clicking sounds, the tapping sounds. You seem to be getting the message across, Mars. However, as the hook horror looks at you, he does not see assurance or safety, but the fear is permanent and obvious in your eyes. Fear that you cannot hide. The fear that makes him sure that he should not be following you. And he should trust in his instincts to keep the egg safe here.
Fuck.
As this happens, we cut back to the other group. As a massive tentacle slams down onto the beach next to you, Basil, you watch as several Kutor who were there vanish, turned into nothing but pools of blood as it slowly slides back down into the lake. Your allies are frozen. Kitsaris ran off the opposite direction. Rain's not moving and Lyre can't speak. Kuto around you are maddened, going crazy, killing each other. What are you doing?
Basil's looking around at all this destruction, and his eyes, like, it's like watching a dumpster fire filled with just like the skeletons of just random things. He just can't look away. Looking up at the Demogorgon, his heart, it hurts. Like it's almost like he's about to have a heart attack. But he steels himself and he tells himself, I have to save my family. And so he quickly, pulls himself away from this maddening scene and immediately runs back to Arania and Lyre. And Arania still has Koishi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First thing he does is he'll reach up and try to at least reach up because she's a little far. But he'll grab Arania's hand and bid her to look at him, and he'll know obviously she's stunned, but he just basically is like, Arania, you need to look at me.
She'll look from everything that's going on around her down at Basil.
You need to take Koishi, and you need to take Lyre, and you need to go. Take them out of the city. Right now. Lyre, you need to go with Arania.
So, with my babbling, I'm still, like, able to move and such, right?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Can I...
You just cannot speak.
Can I dance?
Yeah?
Alright. I'm gonna just babble and go la, da, da, la, 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 and just kind of like wiggle and sway. Kind of like, oh god, I'm so bad with references. But has anyone seen Adventure Time, the Beetle Dance?
Yes.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do my Mantle of Inspiration. So everyone but me who are our friends gets 6 temp HP, and we can all use they can all use their reaction to move it.
Okay.
I don't have a
And-
reaction.
Oh no. Damn. Well, I tried.
That's
There's
okay.
not much I can do.
I'll be using that in a second, but Basil will walk over and basically, honestly, he kind of thinks that you're going a little crazy.
Fair.
So he's gonna reach up and he's basically gonna like hold your face with his hands and like basically bid you to look into his eyes. And he goes, Lyre, I'm trusting you. You need to take Arania and get out of here to safety, where we were originally outside the city. I need to go save the rest of the people. Okay? Keep Arania and Koishi safe. I'll find the rest. And gods forbid above that you find Kitsaris. I don't know where he went.
I'm gonna start. I don't know if I can nod, but I will nod and start dragging Urania. I'm just
All right.
like pushing, doing my best.
Arania should luckily enough still be able to move. But
Yeah, I can
Yes.
move. She just can't like use her action to dash.
alrighty, well, 30 feet it is. And as he watches these two leave, and he makes sure that there's no like the pathway they're taking isn't filled with crazy fucking Kuotoa, is gonna turn back to the Demogorgon. Do I know? But I know Amaris is at the tavern. Is there anybody else's locations I know of off of the top of my head?
No,
You
because
should
you
know where
assume
Ron's at.
everybody is at the tavern.
Well, no, because didn't he tell Ron to go get food?
Well, you had spoken about going in the morning afterwards. From your knowledge, everybody should have been at the Hook and Hush Tavern still. But Ron wanted to do some shopping before that happened. And, they were excited. They all wanted to go off on their own. But to all of your knowledge, except Amaris, who is now there, everybody should be at the Hook and Hush Tavern.
Alrighty. Looking back at Arania and Lyre, he's going to take his mug and he's going to whisper a prayer to his deity, basically saying something like, "Our mug above, I know you aren't a deity of protection, but please bless my path and the path of my friends. Please let us see one more day of celebration under your rightful gaze." As he will pour out, basically pour one out for the homies.
Damn. Looking at it already in his eyes.
No, it's the reverse. As he's going to cast Sugar Rush on himself, and he's going to book it to the tavern.
All right. You start booking it to the tavern. Fire.
Yay.
Where are you taking Arania?
To the tavern and then to the, because the way I traveled to here was to the from the docks to the tavern, then to the house. So I would probably go to the tavern first and be like, all right, from here I will know my way to the docks, I hope.
Well, for reference, you're at the edge of the Dark Lake. You are fairly close to the docks itself. You can see them. You just have to run across or run along the coast of Dark Lake, the edge of it, following it. You head to the docks.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna head to the docks.
All right, you start running off to the docks. Now, I'm going to need to ask everybody but Amaris to make me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm pretty sure that's a disadvantage.
Haha.
Do
So
I have to
would
make one too,
Arania,
or sorry, Jess?
Yes. Everyone but Amaris. Basil, you too?
Oh, my apologies.
All good.
Dexterity saving throw.
Jess, what were you saying?
I was going to ask if Irenia would know what the safest way out of town
Hey,
is.
me and Kitsaris.
I mean, it's the same understanding of you could run the opposite direction of the Demogorgon. Doing so would mean you would have to run through the city or the town, which is currently in chaos, currently with several Kuatoa who have gone mad and are still mad and are killing everything in sight. Or you could take your chances, take a boat, go through the lake, avoid the Demogorgon as it begins to wade its way through, and eventually arrive at Schloop the Brute. However, the Demogorgon, you would know, is not the only problem you face in the Dark Lake. There are probably several other creatures in the Dark Lake that would be aggravated by the sudden arrival of the Prince of Demons. It's chaos no matter where you go. It's just where would you rather take your chances? Through a
Okay.
city that is now going up in flames, with several maddened Kutoa, or through the lake where the Prince of Demons is.
I will
Now-
say Irenia will go to the boat with
Mhm.
Liar, but she's not getting on.
Okay. As you all begin running through Schloop the Boot, you watch as several of these bioluminescent lanterns that hang from the roofs or ceilings of these several homes and structures here in Schloop the Boot begin to fall. As they do, landing onto the ground, they erupt into flames, spreading across the entirety of the city. Arania, you are unable to dodge one of these and are taking 5 points of fire damage.
How much was that temp
Everybody
HP?
else is able to avoid these.
6.
Cool.
I'm helping.
Now, cutting back to Amaris. And actually, no. Before we cut back to Amaris, we look back towards the Demogorgon as it continues to wade through the Dark Lake. You watch another tentacle begin to lash out towards the edge of the city, destroying what looks like a good few homes, taking with it whatever individuals, people, were inside, hoping for safety. As he roars again, that maddening scream within a scream, you begin to see several rocks from the ceiling begin to fall down. Some of them landing onto land itself, others into the water. You see some boats that are still out there begin to crumble as debris and boulders begin to fall on top of them. Leading back to you, Amaris. The Hook Horror denies what you're asking. The screams from outside get louder. The Prince of Demons draws closer. What are you doing?
Are there any windows in this room?
There are. There is one positioned directly facing Dark Lake.
We can see Demogorgon out there, I assume.
Oh, yes. As you do, I'm sorry, I need you to make me a roll for your fear.
Before that, is it possible to do one thing?
I'll allow it.
When she realized that even the hook horror could tell that she was afraid. That even the hook horror could tell that the facade is wearing. She is not who she is trying to be. But hearing the screams outside, hearing the thunderous blows of the Demogorgon destroying the city little by little, and knowing it approaches and its madness is spreading, she realizes she's going to have to be, one way or another. She is going to use her last challenge divinity. And this is the first step in a Hail fucking Mary plan. I'm going to use it to cast protection from evil and good on myself.
All right, good to know.
It does prevent me from being possessed, charmed, or frightened by fiends. I don't know if that prevents everything, but at the very least, it
Here's
prevents
the
any of the
question.
frightened areas.
Yes. Here's the question I ask you,
Yes.
Amaris. It is preventing those creatures from frightening you, but is it preventing the current scenario and chaos outside from frightening you?
That's the second part that she has to get to. And no, it's not. But she's going to try. And so remembering that look that it gave, I'm also going to use my last spell slot to cast heroism on myself.
Good stuff.
So that when she looks at the hook horror, she has the determination she's trying to put forth. She has, for this brief moment, she is channeling her past life. She is channeling the hero that she is supposed to be in this life and has thus far failed to do so. And she is just going to look at the hook horror and just she knows it can't hear, but she's going to say, "Flee and heed." If allowed, I have another thing I would like to do. This is a little bit of a series. I know there's no action economy right now, but I wanted to make sure.
I need you to make me a persuasion check first.
Okay. Don't suppose there's advantage on this, is there? Oh boy.
I've lowered the DC. There's no advantage.
Okay. Come on, motherfucker. Come on, motherfucker. Come on, mother.
Yeah. Yes.
25.
25. With a 25, as you say this, you hear from behind you the sounds of multiple footsteps. The several Kuotoa now barge into this room. Seraph takes out a short sword and starts pointing it towards them, looking back at you going, "Come on, Virus, quickly. You have to get out of here."
Agreed.
As you say this, the hook horror gets up and jumps out the window, leaping off and landing onto the ground. As it does, it starts looking at which direction to go and sees the Demogorgon off in the distance and starts turning to go the other way. As it does, it is starting to gather the attention of other maddened Kuotoa in the area. And the Hokora is running, but there are Kuotoa chasing after them.
And thus,
Now in the room with you,
Yeah.
Seraph is holding back 3 Kuotoa. A short sword drawn. These 3 Kuotoa having nothing but knives and forks on them, but all of them maddened. Their eyes no longer have the intelligence you see from sentient creatures. These are people following nothing but the thrill of killing.
okay. Part
And then
2.
we're gonna get back to you again later.
Ah, fuck!
It's Saris. You are running. You are running as fast as you can. You are running as hard as you can. You want to get out of here. Unfortunately for you as well, Kitsaris. Those you were with earlier, at the moment, are nothing but strangers to you.
Yeah,
However,
fuck 'em.
I will ask you to roll me a d100.
I'm good at those.
How can you be good at those? Wait a minute.
29.
29 was the exact number to summon a god. I'm just joking.
Yes!
Let them fight.
29.
I'm Oprah Kitsaris.
The 29 as you are running. You watch several Kuotoa fighting each other. You catch a glimpse of 2 Durgar running through the streets as well. One of them, leg bleeding. They're being chased by Kuotoa. It's only a matter of time before they catch up again. But you're running. I'll ask you, Kitsaris. In this situation, you have no knowledge of who these Durgar are. Even before whatever affliction you have, you had no knowledge of them. We're looking towards your nature. Despite this fear, you see somebody in trouble. A stranger in trouble. Keep running? Are you going
No.
to stop for a brief moment to help?
Yeah, his guardian spirit is stronger than whatever fear he has. Even he doesn't know who it is. He didn't know who Arania was the first time, and he still stepped in to try to protect her and her people. So he's a guardian first and foremost, and then a coward. So he'll stop if he can.
As you stop, or try to stop, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Easy. Look at that.
Fuck.
That 20 was right there looking at you too.
Yeah, Tim cursed me.
5. Stop, you say. Your guardian spirit. You protect. You protect. You'll protect them. That's what you tell yourself. As you keep running, you're a protector. You're a protector. So why are your legs continuing to move? The fear is too strong, Kitsaris. You keep running. Moving along. Lyre, Arania. You continue running through the edge of the lake, trying to get towards the ferries, the boats. You are close enough. Eventually, you arrive.
Doing any part
There
of this,
are. Go ahead.
doing any part of this run along the side of the beach, did we hear the whistle?
Make me a perception check.
Come on. Come on, Arania. These are yours. Okay.
15.
15. 15, you continue running through the docks. Arriving at the ferry. As you arrive, I assume, Lyre, you begin urging Arania to get on.
Yes.
Then your head turns towards a direction. A sharp, high-pitched noise that could only be a whistle. You hear it, Arania?
Is
Past
there
a few
any
buildings, you hear it. Smoke coming up from that direction.
Is there anyone at the docks? Like Triple, is he there?
Triple Trip, taking a quick
Yeah.
scan around. You do see Triple Trip. This ferry is currently filled with about 5 or 6 other Kuatoa. There is from what it looks like, a half-elf as well on that boat. Perhaps a visitor. Not quite sure. But there are people on that ferry already, as Triple Trip is calling for people to hop on so that they may leave through the lake. Spotting you, Lyre, and you, Arania, starts urging, quickly, get in! We have to get out of here now! Come on!
Arania, if a liar goes to the boat, Arania will let them step on and then hand Koishi and Stool to them. And then motion for Triple to set off. And point in the direction away from the Demogorgon on like which direction they need to go.
That's the noise Lyre's making. But also, friendly wouldn't do anything that wouldn't make you okay.
As you start trying to hand Koishi over to Lyre, Koishi is struggling. She's like, no! Mama! No! He doesn't want to go. Doesn't want to leave you. He's struggling. He is holding on, refusing to let go of you.
Hurts.
Does it look like Lyre would be willing to take the two
Yes.
and get on the boat and leave?
They're upset, but yes. They're
I
like
will say
reaching
this.
out.
Arania, this is a case where Arania has probably never spanked Koishi. But when she's trying to hand him over and he won't let go, she'll give him a very firm, stinging spank on the ass. And then she'll give him a hug. And a kiss on the forehead. And try to hand him over again.
There's that brief moment where, after doing so, Koichi is too stunned to do anything. And it's that moment that you take to hand Koichi over to Lyre before Koichi realizes what's happened. As I assume you begin running off towards the direction of that whistling sound.
Yes. If Lyre's got both Koishi and Stool, and the boat has set off, I'm gonna go to the whistling.
Start heading over towards that whistling sound. Lyre, you are in that boat. Triple Trip has set off. Koichi is struggling, pointing, reaching out for you, Arania. And then eventually turns towards you, Lyre. Please. Please go with my mama. Please. I don't want to go, please.
Baby. Oh, I'm gonna hold them tight and try to babble comfortingly.
You try and do so, but he continues crying and then eventually realizes you are not doing anything and starts slamming his tiny hands onto your chest.
Oh,
I hate you! I hate you!
oh, this is an emergency. I'm gonna cast friends on him.
Oh my god!
I know. Weirdly, it doesn't require verbal components.
We'll take it, okay? We'll take it.
Oh God.
That's
she's a
not
god!
good.
He's a god!
Oh.
Continues crying, continues struggling. Banging onto your chest, letting you know how much he hates you for doing this, for letting this happen, Lyre. Through all this chaos, through all the murder, the bloodshed, the screams of the Demogorgon, the loudest and most painful thing you hear is his cries.
Oh,
As
God.
Arania runs off towards the sound, the whistle. As you do, you hear a voice in your head. Wield me. Now is the time for bloodshed. Wield me. You want to keep your friends safe? I will keep your friends safe. Wield me.
I want to keep my friends safe. And those that's not gone mad as well.
Then wield me.
You would harm no innocence. Well, in my hands. Yeah, and she'll pull the blade as she's running then.
Alright, good to know. Basil,
Yes.
you are running. Remind me again, you are running to the Hook and Hush?
That's where that's where he thinks everyone is still, so yes.
Roll me a D100 real quick.
It's 38.
A 38. With a 38 as you continue running, You see. Actually, make a perception check.
Perception. Okay.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
I'm not great at these, but
Oh,
that's a dirty 20.
20. With a 20, Basil, you arrive the fork in the road. Look to the left. It's Ront, running the opposite direction of you. Kuatoa behind him. He's being chased.
Oh, don't do it.
He's fairly strong, but he's unarmed, no weapons. To the right, a sight you never want to see. A young Kuatoa daughter crying out for her father. Tears down her eyes, screaming, "Dad! Where are you, Dad? I'm scared. Help!" She doesn't know what to do. It's chaos. Both on opposite ends of the road. The choice is yours, Basil.
This is evil. This is legitimately evil of you. Oh boy. Jeez, what can I do? Okay. Who seems to be the most in danger at this current moment?
The danger, the situation. I would say it's equal, Basil. There is no person here who was in more imminent danger than the other. It's murder and bloodshed everywhere. You know, it's a matter of time before the Kuatoa make it to this girl. You know, it's a matter of time before Kuatoa make it to Ront as well. You are being given a choice here. You are learning. Unfortunately, what it means to sometimes be an adventurer. You are learning of the choices you have to make. And should you survive this, Basil, you'll have to learn to deal with the choices you've made.
Alrighty. Well, how far are each? Is there any way I can like reach one of them with a spell maybe? Or is it going to
They're
take up
about 60 feet away each.
60 feet away each? Okay. Okay. And you said that there's a bunch of Kuatoa coming towards both of them, right?
There is,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Alrighty. Alright. I know what I'm gonna do. With my I'm going to upcast command. And I'm going to command the Kuatoa that is coming towards Ront to grovel. And after I do that, I am going to head towards the child and yell to Ront to come towards me. Oh my god, this is absolutely awful. All right, that's one more save at least. So if one of them fails at least, maybe it'll help. My DC is 15. Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
Today is just not your
I
day.
bargained with the dice gods today, I think, guys. I don't
blame
know.
He did a test roll before the game and it was a nat 20. I'm telling you, he used up all of our luck.
You had to say something. If you wouldn't say nothing, we would be rolling natural 20s.
If he makes a deal with the devil, could he make both of them fail?
Oh.
I don't know how
I'll leave
important
that to
is
you,
this
Basil.
devil?
The offer's there. Deal with the devil. It's your choice. Do you make the hard decisions now or face them in the future?
I'm going to not make a deal.
Right. You tell the Kuatoa to grovel and ask Ront to run towards you. You then book it towards the girl. However, the Kuatoa don't grovel. And Ront starts turning around to run towards you. Mars, moving back to you. The hook horse starts running, chased by Kuatoa. Sarith, between you and 3 other Kuatoa, a short sword drawn. What are you up to?
Is there a large gathering of Kuatoa outside? Or like, is there just a large number that would be within eyesight if she did go out there?
General glance, there's about 6 or 7 Kuatoa in the area, outside.
Okay. But she can see to the edge of the city from this tavern, right? So, and this is relatively in the center?
Closer, leans more towards the other side than the lake itself, but you can see the lake.
I very highly doubt that I actually saw Arania put Lyre in there.
Mhm.
Okay. Part 2 of the Hail Mary. She knows she can't see everybody. She knows she can't save everybody. But she knows she needs to give a sign. She needs to call them. There is like a safe path, relatively safe, obviously going through the city, but there is a safe path to get around the Demogorgon towards the Dark Lake, right?
Hmm. You could make me a perception check if you'd like.
Oh boy. Okay.
Like traveling through the city towards the lake, or traveling across the lake, like around the Demogorgon.
No. Like through the she's wondering if there is an escape path towards the lake that she can point to. Like if the
Towards the
Demogorgon is
lake.
like coming in from the edge of the Dark Lake, is he like towards the center? If they like hug the say north side of the city, they can make it to a safe part of Dark Lake kind of thing.
I would say so to a degree, yes. There are portions of the, I guess, the edges of the city that might not face the immediate wrath of the Demogorgon,
Okay.
but no part of the city is truly safe. So
It's the closest we've got, and they need to be near water. She is going to look to Sereth. Ready to jump?
It looks back at you. What?
Different plan anyways, that's fine. And she is going to grab the back of Sereth's collar, and she is going to leap out the window with him. And as a bonus action, I'm going to activate my Celestial Revelation and take us into the sky.
As you jump off, he goes, "What? Oh shit!" And he like gets dragged along with you out the window.
As soon as she does, she's going to like try to get above the building, try and see as many as she can, try and get a vantage point of any of her friends that are here, maybe Basil or maybe Ront. Looking as I think she would, especially right now, knowing that she needs a fellow shield to help her with protection. She's looking for Eldeth.
Make me a perception check.
Oh, come on. Fuck. 8.
8. With an 8, you see Katsars bolting off away from the lake.
How far is he?
Say about 40 feet right now, but he's moving fast.
Perfect.
Besides that, before anything else, up there, difficult to miss, so there is a large group of Kuotoa by an alleyway. Wondering why they're there. Then you see it. At this dead-end alley, surrounded by Kuotoa. A shield-wielding dwarf. Fending for herself, fighting for her life. Surrounded with nowhere to go.
How far is she?
About 60 feet away. The Hokora is running the opposite direction of the lake. The opposite direction of Eldeth.
I'm assuming Kitsaris looks like he's running in fear.
Oh, you recognize fear. Easily. And yes, he is running in fear.
Okay. I know this is a stretch, Burb. She is up here. She sees the Kuotoa below. She sees them gathered in front of Eldeth. She sees Kitsaris running. She knows fear is taking over. She knows some sort of sign, some sort of guidance needs to be given. If I pour in... This is weird. If I pour in the hope and the safety and the protection that she knows that her armor gives her, she wants to call on it, but instead of trying to use it to summon it, I just want to extend the range of Lux Aegis. She is trying to pour the spirit that is who she is supposed to be in for one big show, using all the light she can to become a beacon and to use Lux Aegis to get rid of Kitsaris' fear. Because it does make them immune to being frightened. And it'll also give temporary hit points, and she is going to try and use this, if possible, to reach both of them, as well as just to project this light for people to follow.
Roll me a d20.
Okay.
Add your wisdom modifier to it.
Oh, that's a none. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. 10. Yeah, my only got a +0 to wisdom, +4 to charisma.
10.
Yeah.
You channel this. You try and extend the range. Make it so that it does not aid you in this instance, but somebody else. As wings appear on your back, you begin flying. For a brief moment, everything goes quiet. Zaris, I need you to roll me a d20 and add your wisdom modifier as well.
Let's just roll a save, I guess.
Sure. If it's the same as your wisdom modifier.
Yeah, +3.
Okay.
You're running, Kitsaris. And then you hear voices, a conversation. What should I do? Fighting is endless. Doesn't matter how many I cut down. It doesn't end. Honestly, I am scared. An unfamiliar voice, Kitsaris. And then you hear another voice chime in. You need not be scared, friend. You've long escaped her grasp. You've become your own. Do not face your destiny with uncertainty and fear. But be proud. Be brave. For you are a guiding beacon to those around you. And as that conversation ends, Kitsaris, your fear ends.
Oh shit.
Your legs that were running just continue to move, slowly begin to stop as you no longer feel the need to run and are now taking stock of your surroundings without the fear making decisions for you. Are you doing Katsaris?
I mean, if I regain myself, I'm just gonna take in the surroundings. First, I look for well, I still don't know anybody, but the first person I saw was Arania, so I'll just look for her first.
You remember which direction she was at? Towards the water? towards the massive demon that is wading through it, heading towards town. It's the Prince of Demons. If you were to look for her, you would be running towards that direction.
Yeah, I gotta make sure
Is that
she's
what you were
safe.
doing?
Yeah.
Alright, almost like instinct. You stop. Amaris, you see this. Kitzar stops running. And it immediately bolts the other direction back towards the edge of the lake. Now,
Seeing this,
Kitzars, I need you to make me another dexterity saving throw real quick. As there are still lanterns that are falling down. 13 is just enough. So you are able to dodge the lanterns that continue to crash down onto the ground, setting fire to the roads and the buildings. Go ahead, Amaris.
just as a heads up, Kitsaris, you are also, just for this brief moment, bathed in this silver light, 20-foot radius bright, 20-foot additional dim, from the Lux Igus. She sees him running, and it gives her even more of a boost. She knows that it's working. The other person she was targeting, by the way, was Eldeth. That's why she wanted to expand it, to give her some protection as well, to try to get her out of the situation. And she is going to light up her sword as well, with the actual light cantrip. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Okay. The Kuto speak common, right?
Yeah.
Is she high enough that many with Kuto would be able to see her right now?
I'd say so, yeah.
Being even temporarily this beacon, she is going to raise, like holding Sereth in one arm, raising the sword up as high as she can in the other, trying to become that beacon, and then pointing it out towards the direction that she knows is, at least to her mind, the safest they could do, towards the Dark Lake, around the Demogorgon. She is going to, as loud as she can, yell out for those who are not taken in by madness. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I just got nerves. She calls out, the heroism still showing, so she is showing no fear in this moment. Not even against the Demogorgon, and she will call to everyone. Make for the lake! It is our only light right now. If you have another path, take it. Take your loved ones. Do not stop. There is a tomorrow, but run to it now. And she is
persuasion check.
Okay.
Advantage.
Is it Control or Alt?
Alt.
Alt. Okay. Persuasion check with advantage. Persuasion check. Okay. All right. That's not bad. 19.
19. With a 19, as you do this, a bunch of civilians here that are not taken by madness and are still trying to fight for their lives heed your word. See this being with wings flying, this glowing beacon of light, point towards a direction and start trying to run towards that direction. However, so gather the attention of other maddened Kotoa, whose spears now start flying at your direction.
Okay. Did it grab the attention of some of the Kutoa that was blocking Eldith? Does it give her perhaps a chance to escape as well?
I'd say it grabs a few of their attention, but not all of them.
Okay, that's okay. I'm trying to give her some sort of chance.
Give me a second here.
Of course.
3 spears are gonna fly towards your direction.
Miss. Miss. I don't suppose
This
they're
one's going
aberration,
towards
celestials,
Seraph.
elemental, fey, fiend, or undead, are they?
Nope. There we go. 3 spears fly up towards you. One of them aimed towards Seraph, but you're able to kind of fly and maneuver out of the way so none of the spears impact you. But with that is your turn.
Okay.
Well, that's where we'll leave you off for now. As we move to Arania. You are running, moving towards sound, that whistling sound. As you move, your body almost instinctually, the rapier in hand, cut down Kuatoa that run towards you. Your gaze is
I do want to make sure
maddened.
that they are the crazed ones.
Mhm. The gaze is maddened. You run towards the direction. You see a small congregation of huts, a few stalls in the area as well. The huts around it consumed by flames. That whistling sound getting louder and louder. You also notice some Kuto in the area have noticed these whistles. The whistling sound. And are looking for it. Sounds coming from a stall. Somewhere under it, hidden away. What are you doing, Irene?
So I don't see anyone in the burning marketplace right now, right?
Like any individual, anyone in general, or
Anyone in general besides crazed Kuto, if there's any of them running around.
you can make me a perception check. 11. With an 11 looking around, besides Grace Kutoa and other Kutoa fighting for their lives. No.
Okay. Irania will go over to stall that's got the sound of the whistle coming from underneath it. And reach down under the stall as she can and grab whatever's making the noise. Which she assumes is Dimjar.
Alright. You reach down, you reach over, but before you can get there, some Kutoa step in front of you. Some of them get in your way. These are Kutoa you recognize. People you recognize. The owner of the Net Knots and Notions store, this general goods shop. The owner whose name, Squibblex, you remember. This Kuto with clouded eyes and scales that kind of always shift colors. You appreciated the colors always shifting. Because you knew he was lying whenever they would shift slightly. It was an endearing trait of his. You notice Fishik, the Kuto who gave you her tattoos with a Madden Grays as well. Standing in front of you. getting in your way, weapons drawn. They are in between you and what you assume is Jimjar.
Do they seem like they're crazed, or does it seem like they're part of the cult that's not crazed, but just being a problem?
Before I answer this question, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. A natural 20.
Fuck yes.
For a brief moment, as you wield the silken spike, that voice in your head goes, they're crazed, they're mad. And for a brief moment, you believe that these are part of the craze, mad and Kuoto. And they are maddened, but they are not beyond redemption.
In her head, because she can't talk, if the sword is actually talking to her, she'll respond to it. They are not completely gone. And if you cloud my judgment again, I will make sure that you never see the light of day again, and are wielded by anyone. And then, to them, she'll kind of just pull the sword behind her back a little bit and give a big old smile. And shrug and like wave her hands because she can't say anything. Just kind of like, hey, what are you all doing? Why are you here? You're not attacking me, so obviously you're not crazy. Unless it's been 9 minutes, in which case she can talk.
I'd say it's been that much time, if not a bit more. There's a bit of traveling going on and chaos.
All right.
I'll say at a certain
So-
point, you regain your ability to speak.
Okay, so to them, what are you all doing? Why are you in my way?
You just hear praise, laughter. As they just approach you slowly.
Okay, so I have another question. The crazed that's been going on, is it the same as the people who have been affected by the Demogorgon, or is this different?
This is, from what you can tell, all of this is madness induced by the Demogorgon.
Okay, but that would be implying then that everyone could be redeemed or helped. So I'm just making
Yes,
sure it's
but
the same. All right. Well, I can cast spells now, so can I cast sleep on them?
sure. Just double check something. So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Mhm.
It's a 5. And a 3.
There we go. Finally.
So they are incapacitated here. And for about another 6 seconds, they begin to feel drowsy. And are going to make another saving throw before falling asleep, should they fail. In this brief moment before perhaps the sleep takes them, are you doing anything?
I think she'd put the sword up.
All right.
And look to the underside of the stall to see if she can see Jim Jar.
As you look underneath the stall, you see Jim Jar grasping on to the whistle, shaking, scared.
Can she
Not
make to
moving.
grab him again?
Sure. You go ahead and grab Jim Jar as you do. He kind of looks up towards you and goes, I knew you'd come. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Hold on tight. And she'll put him on her rump.
The Goto are going to make their second saves.
Oh,
There's a 19
are you kidding
and a
me?
19.
Jesus
This
For
game
a
is
brief
rigged.
moment, they are incapacitated.
This is rigged.
but they
Somebody's
not fall
paying the
asleep.
DM. Who's paying the DM?
You guys are, apparently.
Yeah, right.
Shit.
They do not fall asleep,
All right.
but they are, I'll say for this brief moment, shaking off the drowsiness. You still have some time to run and leave them if you want.
Yep. She'll tell
Or stay
Jim Jar
and
to hold
deal
on.
with them. Alright.
Look. Save the one she can and the one she can't. Well, let's hope that they live to get out of the madness. She's gonna run up the side of a building.
Alright. As you do so, we are going to move along. Liar. At this
Yo.
point, you can speak again.
Hooray!
And Koshi continues to cry, to bang on your chest, screaming that he hates you to the point that his voice has gone hoarse. Still struggling to try and get out of your grasp so he might jump into the water and run towards his mother.
God, I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion. This is fucked up. And do like a floating kind of picture of Arania, like doing like a shushing motion or like calming, like calm down. It's just the image, but just like have that like over us, being like, "Oh, look at that! Look at her! See, she wants you to be calm. Be calm for Auntie Liar. Auntie Liar doesn't know how to do this." Just kind of like rocking him, like, is this good?
Make me persuasion check.
I'm good at these. If I can touch it, why is it? There we go. Haha!
Nice.
24. For the 24, Koshi's gaze just kind of latches on to that minor illusion. Still crying, still whimpering out. for his mother. Let's calm down a little bit. However, things can't always be this calm, as another roar from the Demogorgon can be heard. The water itself begins to shake the ceiling, debris begins falling. Fortunately, it doesn't land on your boat, but it lands close enough, displacing the water, causing the ferry to rock. As it does, Sly, roll me a d12. Okay.
Oh, no.
With that, as the water continues to get displaced by debris and the boat continues to rock, you hear Triple Chip going, "All right, everybody, hang on, hold on tight. It's going to be a bumpy ride." You begin to hear something. Crawling up the boat.
Oh
Oh,
no.
no.
A singular, scrawny, bony, long-fingered green hand starts crawling up the boat.
You grovel.
Get off my fucking boat.
Go back where you came from.
Oh god, imagine it's just stab. Hey, it's a me. Stab.
I'm boating here.
Gabagool
you want me to
finally makes it to the island as like the rest of you guys leave. It's like, I made it. Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck.
I made it. Is this a wisdom saving throw? Yes, right?
Yes. DC 14.
Ooh.
Thank God.
That is an 8. And with an 8, as it is climbing up, you tell it to grovel. And you watch as this scrawny, disgusting, long-nosed looking, green-skinned punk that was crawling up the boat just lets go. Back down into the water to grovel.
It was just a nice guy trying to get on the boat.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
like, it's ugly.
Scrawny, green skinned, long nosed dude. My name's Bob. Like,
It's hideous and
As-
therefore must be evil.
Hey guys, I brought cookies. Oh.
Donald Glover fire meme. Oh my god, that's actually Gabagool right now. He is a Donald Glover arriving with pizza to a fire meme.
As all this is happening, you feel another force tug at the side of the boat.
Oh, fuck.
It slowly rises up. You see 2 massive eyes, encased in ooze.
Oh,
Hey, liar! What the
Oh
fuck
my
is going on
God.
over here?
demons just stay there and eat anything else tries to get on the boat. That isn't a friend, I guess. I don't know.
Demons? Alright. He starts slowly climbing up and gets towards the roof of this boat. And as he stays there, some of the debris that begins falling down lands onto Gabagool as his body begins slowly dissolving it. as he is trying his best to protect the boat beneath any debris.
I am an excellent leader at telling people to do things.
Basil,
Yes.
back to you.
Yeah.
You start running towards the girl, crying out for her father. Rod, taking your advice, runs towards her direction. As he begins running towards you, the two Koto are chasing him. Take this chance to make attacks against him.
Oh, that's disgusting. No way.
Oh,
This is absolute. No way.
Fucking God.
Yeah, this game is rigged, guys.
He's
It's
got
not meant to
orcish
win.
resilience or whatever it's called, right? Relentless endurance. Stay up with 1 HP.
So that is
Oh,
15 points of damage, which immediately takes Rod down to 0 hit points.
does he not-
Motherfucker had. Oh, wow.
Does he not have relentless endurance?
Yeah, you should have been relentless endurance. It's an orc.
I'll give it to him,
Ah.
sure.
He was half orc all along.
Man,
Which
this
makes
is.
it
I
feel
don't.
like
I don't understand what the hell's going on.
Oh,
Which now brings him to 0. So as you command the Kuotoa to grovel, if I'm not mistaken, and tell Rod to run to you, you start running towards the girl, and as you do, Rod looks in your direction, goes, Basil, come here! And starts running. As he does, he's impaled by these spears and drops down onto the ground. The groceries he was carrying fall once again. So begin rolling towards your direction. It's kind of reaching out. Not sure if you look back to see if he was following or not. At this moment, Rod is unconscious, and you are running towards the girl. What are you doing, Basil?
Yeah. Since this isn't combat, would you allow me to use a bonus action and an action spell?
I'll allow it.
Okay. My bonus action obviously is going to be Healing Word, as I am going to. Let's see, where is that spell? Yeah. Let's see here. Healing Word. Going to be a total of, wow, pretty low, 7 healing. And my bonus action is going to be spirit, or sorry, my action is going to be spiritual weapon.
All right. Where's the spiritual weapon going?
Directly at one of the Kuoto that's attacking him.
Sure. Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Okay.
They probably have to
That's
make
right.
it by the edge of your wisdom modifier or
Yeah,
your
I think I
spellcasting
can do
modifier.
this, right? A spell. Nope, I can't do that. Okay. D20 plus 7. It's a 16 to hit.
16 hits. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Alrighty.
nice, nice, nice.
I have to see how is it what 1d 1d8 plus spell modifier. So that's plus 4. Okay. So that is a total of 9 damage to the first Kuotoa.
All right. 9 points of damage. Puto took a big blow, but is still alive.
Okay.
He's still running towards the goal.
Yes, and I should be pretty fast because I still have Sugar Rush up. So I can keep going.
Indeed.
So I'm hoping what I can do is grab her and then head towards Ront and try and give the girl to him while I'm taking the blows from the Kuotoa.
Sure, I will say it'll take all your movement to get to the girl first.
Absolutely. I understand.
Before you can head back, which is easily now, after getting to the girl, double the distance of when you were originally at that crossroads. So you head over to her. She is crying. She's scared. You are with her. However, the one thing I want to remind you as well of is there are also Kuotoa who are going after her.
Yes.
Now that you are here, they are blocking your way back to Ront and are making attacks towards you, Basil.
I have an AC of 19 right now.
Nice.
First one is a 16, which is going to miss. And that is also going to miss as they swing twice towards you with their spears, both missing. The girl screaming, grabbing onto you, calling out for her father.
Okay.
That is where we'll leave you off with as...
Oh my god, this is so stressful.
I should not have taken Benadryl before this.
Demogorgon takes another step closer towards Sleep the Boop. Another one of its tentacles lashes downwards. As it does, it sends waves across the lake, rocking the boat once again, Liar. As this boat is violently rocking, you are holding on to Koichi and Stool as tight as you can. But I need you to make me a strength saving throw to see if you can grasp onto your children you've been tasked with protecting and hold on to them and make sure you don't drop them.
Oh god,
The
can I
boat
do
continues to rock.
athletics?
I'll allow it.
Okay, that's a 0 instead of a -1.
Oh. Don't drop the kid.
The 6 as the boat rocks. You, the other set of hands, hold on to the edges of the boat. However, the violent rocking causes you to let go of Stool and Koichi.
Oh shit.
Stool stumbles down onto the boat, onto the ground, and Koichi, in this moment, leaps into the water, able to walk on it, starts heading back to town.
Young man, you get back here this instant.
Your mom's gonna be so pissed.
Oh fuck, no, command won't last long enough. Fuck. I'm sorry.
Do you have suggestion?
No, I have
Oh.
command, a charm person, which is not good.
And if you have command, you can tell him to approach and he has to come back.
I know, but it's like for 6 seconds.
He's
No,
not
but
that
it's on
far
his
away.
It's on his next turn
he
though,
isn't-
so
He isn't far enough away yet, too, so that's
Oh,
definitely
okay.
feasible.
Okay. I will do that. Like, get back here. Get back here.
gonna have grilled moth.
So that's a. Oh, does my item do something? Hold on. No. Okay, so DC. Oh, good. Good child. My DC is 14. So it approaches. He approaches, and then I'm just gonna like grab him. No.
No,
Not making
liar.
me
I'm
waste
going
best-
to redeem my deal with the devil and change that to a natural 20.
Oh
Beguiling magic.
my god.
Oh my god, Burr.
That's
I'm not gonna
hold on.
pay you
my
this week.
god.
I can do it. I do it.
No, unfortunately, when I claim my deal, there's nothing you can do to change it.
No.
That's true.
Koji resists. Runs off into town.
Koishi, I need you.
Before we get back to you again, Fine. let's take 5, guys.
No, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Get some
I'm
water,
sweating
use the bathroom,
literal bullets.
breathe. Let's take a break. Let's meet back in
Hey.
5.
Good thing I'm
Oh
going to
my
the
God.
hospital tomorrow, man. So, why is your blood pressure high again? I'll give you his number.
I'll link you the episode.
Betty's gonna get a call tomorrow from like the fucking doctors, like, hey, just so you know, we've changed Beto's like, you know, medicine. You need to stop this.
I have a doctor's note. He said I roll all 20s.
You have to give me advantage on everything. Sorry.
How does him rolling all 20s change from his usual? Tell me.
You know? Hey, we saw him today.
Man, because you started cursing me. I
Anyways,
gotta go shower and
take
pee or
5.
something.
Get some water, hydrate,
Before you died.
bio break, whatever you need to do. We'll meet back in 5. All right, give me a second, guys. I'll be
See y'all
back to you.
soon.
All right. See y'all soon.
No
Got a fucking
problem.
margarita?
I have
I thought you
margarita.
said
Yeah.
burger.
Jesus Christ.
Let's type ready in chat if we're all ready. More chaos.
Daddy.
Who are we missing? Who's not ready?
Yes,
No? Okay. I guess we won't start.
Damn. GG, y'all. Demogorgon killed us all.
Hey, I'm gonna inject my just insulin to my neck. See what happens.
Alrighty. Continuing from where we left off. Koishi, now in the water. Running back towards the city.
Can I cast Charm Person on him?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Charm Person.
All the spells.
Listen to your aunt.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
What's your DC?
14.
14.
But I
Unfortunately.
can use my
Mhm.
beguiling
Beguiling?
magic to, after casting an enchantment or illusion spell, I can cause a creature within 6 feet, so I can try again. She's like, no,
Get your ass back here.
I'm too pretty for you to run away. I guess. I don't know. This is weird. Don't run away from me. Damn it!
Oh my
Child.
god.
You're making me use so many resources.
I'm sorry.
Maybe that's
Koishi.
good for Koishi. Maybe he'll survive because of that.
Continues running off.
Koishi, I'll let you
Koishi
drink this
continues running.
alcohol.
The
you come
water. The waves. Continuing. Debris still falling. He's looking one direction. Running in that singular direction as well. Not looking back.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Oh. How many of the people on the boat are fish?
5 of, technically including triple trip 6.
Okay, so it's just me and this half elf?
Yeah.
Oh, God. No, that's not gonna do anything. Yeah. I'm just gonna shout like everyone else off the boat. You, triple tech, go back.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Oh shit.
23.
Damn.
23, as you scream this. They all know what's going on. They know Koishi. They know what Koishi means to Arania. And they understand the intent of what you are trying to do. They all
Kill you.
willingly jump off the boat. As they do, they begin swimming, and the boat begins turning around. And as it's turning, you watch the Kuto who are swimming away. Suddenly, one of them dragged underwater,
Oh no.
and the other, then the other,
God.
and then
Better
the
than
other.
Koishi. I'm sorry.
So there's no guarantee,
Something
though,
is
that Koishi will make it to
blocking them.
land.
You are now chasing after Koishi with the weight of you just told those guys to jump to their death.
I changed the image to an angry Arania. Like, get back here.
There's a floating angry image of Arania that's glowing red next to you. It's just like get back here kind of expression. Moving back to Amaris. Before we continue your turn, Amaris, the spears continue to fly.
Okay.
First one at you misses. The second one at you misses. And the third one at Seraph also misses. So 3 spears fly upwards. All 3 miss. You told the Kuotoa to run towards the direction of the water, of the lake. What are you doing?
How does Eldith look?
Still surrounded by some Kuotoa, fighting for her life, hurt. But Amaris, I am going to tell you. The speed at which the Demogorgon is making its way towards town. There's not enough time for you to go to Eldith, help her, and make your way towards the lake in time.
Then there is one good news that I did there, which is I got Speedy fucking McGee out of there. Kitsaris is still nearby, right?
No, he booked it towards the lake.
Fuck. Fuck. Damn, he did that in one turn? Because my plan was, I was trying to get him so I could call out to him to help out Eldith and, like, get her out of there. It was all kind of...
Yeah,
Sorry,
I went for
so you full
Arania because I don't remember. I don't know none of you guys. I don't know who Eldith is. I have no memory.
Oh, no, I would have known that.
The only memory I have
I didn't say
is the
because
first
I thought we were
person
still
that
going
I
to
saw.
have, like, a chance, but she would have called out, like, you know, for him to get her out of there, essentially. If possible.
My question is, did you full sprint Kitsaris?
Yeah, I'm looking for the first person that I saw that treated me with kindness. That's what I'm looking for in all this madness. I gotta make sure she's okay. That's what makes sense to me because I don't remember anybody. Essentially, I don't care about nobody right now, so I don't remember anybody.
Guardian my ass.
Yeah, I'm a guardian going to protect the first person that showed me kindness. It's a guardian right there.
That's not how that works.
That's how that works, yeah. Protect the forest. Protect the
Choices are
person.
being made, guys. What can we do?
Yeah. I won't have enough time to get Eldith and Amaris out of there.
Yes, it's either you take Seraph to safety, or you go for Eldith and go through Shloop de Boop as the Demogorgon destroys it.
Fuck, it's ours. Why'd you run?
You were here when I said it. He asked me. Should have said something there.
I was waiting for my turn again. I didn't want to
I made
interrupt.
my choice.
She does have the temp HP from Lux Igus, which what was it? It was so she got 4 temp HP from that. Advantage on attack rolls and intimidation checks, immune to being frightened. I guess I'll also ask, twice my proficiency bonus. I targeted Kitsaris and I targeted Eldith. Could I have targeted 2 others?
I'll allow it.
the Kuatoa that are attacking her are under that sort of like frightened madness, right?
Madness, not frightened.
Okay, so that wouldn't have done anything. Got it. In that case, I would have also given it over to Sereth just in case. And if she was like there protecting some other Kuatoa, right?
What was that?
She was there protecting some other Kuatoa, right?
Eldith?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would have given it to one of the other Kuatoa that she was protecting. At the very least, you know, they also get temp HP. They have like some level of being able to fight with her. I think Amaris realizing this would just she would look towards Eldith and she would hold up the sword and point it towards the lake and look to her for acknowledgement.
Eldith looks up towards you. Her shield still up, blocking the spears, a hammer on the other side. She's hurt, but she looks up towards you, towards the beacon of light. She gives you a nod.
That's all I can do. She'll give her a nod, confident, trying to instill that same bravery into her that she now has as well. Just push through, make it to the lake. Push through, make it to the lake. And she is going to fly, holding this light out to try and be this beacon. She's hoping that it'll gather the attention of the Kuatoa who are not maddened so that they can see it and follow it, follow the guiding light. And she's hoping as well, she knows that this will happen, that she's going to be getting the attention as well of the maddened Kuatoa and hopefully draw just a few of the spears away. Just a few aimed towards her. So that some of the Kuatoa or Eldith can actually make it. She's actually... Oh, wait. You said some of the Kuatoa were focused on her a little bit, right?
Mhm.
Can I attempt to get their attention away from Eldith? Like, I know I can't go down and help her, but could I attempt to just, like, grab their attention and fly off, trying to lead them away?
We'll do intimidation here. Give me an intimidation check.
Okay. Come on. Oh, that's good. 22.
22. The 22. You're able to gather the attention of majority of the Kuatoa there. So they all begin to look towards you, Mars, and begin to turn and start running after you.
Oh, I got a zombie Kuatoa after me. Okay, this will be good. This is definitely what I planned for. This is gonna be great. And yeah, I'm booking it. I'm hoping to be both beacon for those who are still in the light and a distraction for those who aren't. And that's what she's gonna be. I'm also hoping that this might
you
also...
a target.
Oh yeah.
Which means the amount of Kuatoa attacking you have now increased.
Okay.
I just want you to know that.
That's okay.
Okay.
Basil. Yeah, I was about to ask as well. Am I bright enough that like Basil and the others can fucking see her?
We'll get to that eventually.
Okay.
Basil,
Mm-hmm.
it's your turn.
Yes.
You are defending this girl from Kuatoa. At the same time, Ront is back up, but he's on the ground. The Kuatoa are right there next to him. First, the Kuatoa by you are going to attack you, Basil.
Miss.
There's a miss.
Oh, that nat
Oh,
20
Basil.
was right there.
Yeah, it was. I saw it.
Whew.
And that just, if I didn't have Sugar Rush up, that would hit, but it misses.
That misses.
Diabetes was bad.
Before I let the Kuatoa by Ront get their turns, I'll give you a chance to act here. You are surrounded by
Okay.
Kuatoa, so they are in your way, and you are protecting this girl.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, I'm grabbing the girl and I'm running. I'll allow them to get their licks in if they want. But basically my thought is that I'm going back the way I came towards Ront in the other area. And Ront can head towards me if he can. That one does hit. Luckily enough, I have some temp HP. The 14 does miss.
The first one is going to do 6 points of piercing damage.
That's exactly my temp HP. Liar, that's great. Mantle of Inspiration saved me from taking any damage.
Right,
But
you're heading back. I'll allow you to make an attack with your
all right.
spiritual weapon as well as you're running back.
I'm going to hit the one, of course, that I hit again. So +7. That's a nat 1. Fantastic. I don't know what the hell is going on with the dice today. They hate me.
I was going to miss.
Okay. So is Ront going first, or is because
I'm having Ront go first here.
Okay. Then as my action,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to invoke festivities. And I'm going to be using the Festival of Sun and Sparks. So myself and Ront are going to be gaining an extra 15 feet in movement speed. Technically, now I have an increase of 30. So I am moving 60 feet. And he will be moving 45.
45. All right. And Ront here is just going to try and make it to you.
I'd like to try and
engage,
goad the everyone into attacking me somehow, like just yelling and making obscenities towards the Kuatoa that are attacking him too. Just anything I can to get their spears and weapons trained on me.
Make me an intimidation check as well.
Okay. Intimidation is -1, unfortunately, but that's a nat 20. That's exactly what I needed. That's exactly what I needed. Oh, yes.
Oh my god, my heart can't take this.
Oh.
Ront engages and starts running towards your direction. As you do, or as he does, you begin trying to gather the attention of the other Kuatoa. And they had their spears aimed at Ront, ready to throw it at him as he was running. But then you get their attention and they chuck their spears at you instead.
Oh no!
Oh my god! The fuck?
Wow.
Naturally.
Yeah, no, the dice are really hating me today.
How dare you, Bird?
Oh my god!
I know this was all planned.
That is
almost not.
16 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, I'm about a little above half right now. So that.
Okay.
And the second one is
that will miss.
9. All right, and you are running, and I'll say at this point, both you and Ront meet right back at the crossroads. And as you do, you see Amaris overhead flying, pointing towards the lake, a beacon of light.
Basil will look up and just whisper, "That's my girl." And he'll look at Ront and just kind of just book it with their increased speeds.
Arania, back to
Yes?
you. Jim Jar with you. Fire surrounding you. More Kuatoa showing up in the area. All looking towards you. All weapons drawn. As they slowly approach, you are being surrounded. A figure leaps through the fires, landing in front of you. Familiar face of Kitsaris. Kitsaris, you have found Arania. Engulfed in flames, surrounded by Kuatoa. What are the both of you doing?
I would like to go to the top of a building. If there's any still standing that's not on fire or completely engulfed.
I'll say there are a few that have not yet been engulfed in flames, but will eventually.
That's fine. I just want to get up someplace high to take a look around to see how many people are left. That's not crazed.
Make me a perception check.
Can I assist or something?
I'll allow it.
And that's what, advantage then?
Advantage, yes.
Oof.
Yeah, that does great.
It's a 9 instead of an 8.
So you make it to the rooftop. You start looking around, but the flames obscure your vision, making it difficult to see and gauge how many figures there are. You can see figures, but you cannot tell if they're crazed or not. It's difficult. It's chaotic. You can't make heads or tails out of it.
Is there a lot of the figures?
There still are, yes.
Looking in the direction of the horn, does she see her father?
Make me another perception check.
I won't be able to see from down here. Will I?
I would say no, you wouldn't be able to. 11. With 11, you look towards the direction of the horn. You don't see any figures, but you hear it again, that blaring sound of the horn. The last few signals before you assume he runs off. If it even was him that signaled the horn once again.
And we've got, what, one turn before the Demogorgon reaches the shores?
After this, one more.
What is Kit doing?
Well, I'm waiting for you to tell me.
Well, I kind of have a stupid idea that'll probably get me killed, but if you have a better idea, I'd rather do that first.
What's that?
Don't worry about it. Iridia will come back down. Well, enough. Could she grab Kit and pull him out of the circle of people and start going along the roofs? Or down the other side to where there's not as many people?
Sure, I'll allow it, yeah.
Would Kit take Jim Jar?
Where?
To
It's up
safety?
to you, Kit.
The boats?
You?
I want to help the rest of my people if they are still here. That is not graced yet. And I would like to find my father.
Can't help if that.
I won't die.
Now from up here, can I don't know if she described I met the father, right? Yeah, I met her father.
Yes.
Can I make a check to see if I see him?
Sure, make me a perception check.
I will use my action here and use my ascendant form. So I'm gonna start shining bright like a diamond.
Sure.
And,
Ooh.
I get to add a D4 to my check. So
Nice,
All
nice,
right,
nice, nice.
go for it.
Guidance!
I gotta click somewhere there. That room. Natural one, let's go!
Oof.
Into D4. You know what? I'll make a deal with the devil to re-roll that. Fuck.
Roll.
To a natural 20?
Yes. Natural
Very
28.
well. As you scan the city, taking everything in, you see everything. Kitsaris. The two Dugar you pass by running still. Akoto grabs on to the clothes of the injured one, dropping him to the ground. But you don't watch it completely, you look elsewhere. A dwarf charging through a alleyway, guiding people. Several spears impaled onto the shield. Blood pouring down her face. But you look elsewhere again. See another dwarf alongside an orc, guiding a girl through the town towards the lake. Above them you see a glowing beacon of light carrying a drow, flying towards the same direction. You look towards the horn, where you see an elderly, familiar Kuatoa. Not fighting.
Kit would
But surrounded.
look sorry. Surrounded. Kid will look at Arania.
In danger.
And
All right.
he's gonna say,
I'll add one more thing as you look at Arania.
Mhm.
She is towards the direction of the lake. As you look towards Arania with your natural 20 perception, you see a boat heading back towards shore, chasing after a small, familiar Drider child.
I look at Arania. And first I'm gonna use my bonus action and cast Hunter's Mark on her. I know where she is. See, you're dead. I'll go get him. You, and I point towards Koichi, Jim Jar, and Kid, hurry. And I sprint to her father. I'll use everything I can to dash, and I'll spend a focus point to disengage as well, so I don't get hit on my way there.
All right. As you dart off into the distance, jumping from rooftop to rooftop, trying to get to Shushar, Arena, you were pointed in the direction of the lake, where if you turn around to see, you see Koichi running through the water towards the direction of the town. The boat not far behind, chasing after him.
How
What are you going
far
to do
is
here before we continue onwards?
how far is Koichi from shore?
At this point, I'd say about 100 feet, 90 feet, pretty close.
So it would take him another 2-ish rounds to make it to shore.
Around, yes.
More than that.
Yeah, around 2 if he's continuing to dash.
Did Kit point out any other groups that was around us before he dashed off?
I'd say it's not that difficult to miss the glowing beacon of light flying towards the lake.
I mean, I would only
So-
point out whoever was familiar to me. I didn't meet anybody else but the main party because everybody else was out.
So yeah, I guess Amaris and Basil would have been pointed out as well.
If Basil or Amaris is close, she would look over her shoulder. Jim Jar, would you be able to make it to one of them?
I can try.
I would not ask you to go without the weapon. I believe I have a mace I will give him.
You are leaving
Yeah.
him on the rooftop, surrounded by Kuato and fire.
Can I get him to another rooftop and drop down, put him into a fairly empty or empty alleyway?
Sure, make me a perception check to see if you can spot a empty enough alleyway.
Because I don't want to be mean and just leave him on the roof.
14. With a 14, I'll say you leave him at a fairly empty enough alleyway. Give him the best chance to regroup and survive. What are you doing now?
I have a stupid question.
Mhm.
Would there be any hope of catching the Demogorgon's attention and pulling it away from the city?
You've done it once. A show of divinity to catch its attention.
Knowing that Koichi is coming back and that there's still a lot of people in the city and her other companions are still trying to make it out, I think Arania would head to the shoreline that's closest to it
To the
and
limit.
start out into the water.
Isn't Koichi going towards you?
Yeah,
Koichi,
right?
Koichi, I don't think knows where Arania's at, just that she's in the city.
But he's by himself on the shore, so
He's
You're
in the
not-
water.
yeah, coming to the shore.
Yeah, but he can't see Rania though.
But he's alone. That's the thing. Why are you
There's
still
like
on the boat?
3 groups of people heading his direction. I was going to have you go and take Jimjar and go after him, but you bolted for Shushar.
Yeah,
So
because I thought you were going to your kid, who's by himself.
I am hoping that someone else
All right,
will grab him on the way.
let's hope.
I wouldn't be
Oh,
able to make it to him in time before the thing reaches the shore anyways.
Sure.
All right. Continuing onwards. Mars.
Mm.
As we're flying, several spears fly in your direction.
All right, let's do it.
Roll me a d8 plus 3.
D8. Okay. Plus 3. Max.
A total of 11 spears come flying in your direction.
Okay. All right. Okay. 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 There's no fucking shot.
Ooh.
This is Burb's fault.
14 points of damage.
Okay.
That's spear number 1.
26. 0. Okay.
Spear number 2. 2 points of damage.
All right. That'll
Spear number
miss.
3 is on Seraph.
Oh, spear number 3 is on Seraph. Protection. So everything at Seraph will be made at disadvantage, yeah.
So another one.
Let's fucking go.
Natural one.
And he hits the Kuto that was about to throw a spear in front of him, right?
Spear number 4. Seraph once again.
Okay. What's Seraph's AC?
15.
15. Okay, 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 okay.
Spear number 5 towards you.
All right.
Spear number 6 towards you again.
Skin of my teeth.
Spear number 7. Seraph.
Okay. Oh, this better have
Spear
gotten
number 8
Eldeth
towards
out.
you.
That's a miss. Just barely.
Spear number 9 towards Seraph.
Oh.
Oh, thank God for the disadvantage. Jesus Christ.
Spear number 10 towards you.
Okay.
Spear number 11 towards Seraph once again.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
dodging these fucking nat 20s left and right. Jesus Christ, Burb! Did you make an actual sacrifice to Demogorgon?
I did. Yeah, before the session.
Oh my God.
I sacrificed 6 hours of sleep for this.
Fucking Christ.
All right.
If I take a peek back, can I see if this has allowed Eldith to make an escape?
Sure, you can look back. You watch as Eldith is making a break for it, running. Broke through that alleyway.
Okay.
She's escaping. But not fast enough to make it out of the city.
It's more of a chance than she had before.
Basil and Amaris, you both are up here.
Up where?
It is your turns.
Oh, okay.
You're up. Where?
Oh no, I heard
Where
up
am I?
I heard up here,
I
and
heard-
I was like, up where?
I heard up here too.
Oh, my bad. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, Amaris is just gonna keep drawing as much attention and making the way. There is a way to like not dive into the water, but skirt the edge, right? I
Mhm.
think you described. Okay, cool. So we don't have to all jump into the water. Just
And you both are just booking it?
think so.
Yeah.
Oh, start of my turn. Where's heroism? I'm gonna gain my temp HP back. So it's something.
All right. Basil,
Yes.
because you are on the ground, fortunately for Amara, she's flying, so she doesn't have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But as the Prince of Demons continues to get closer, cracks on the ground begin to open up. Descending into maybe 50, 60-foot drops. This you may.
Thank you.
I need you to make me an athletics check. And I would say, if you trust the girl to make an athletics check on her own, she can do so. But if you want to aid her, it'll increase the DC of your athletics check. Ron will be making his own. If you have ways to perhaps aid the both of them, you may try to do so now before you make the jump.
Okay. Let's see here. I can, but actually no, I'm all out of spell slots.
If you can find a way to describe how you can aid them, that'll work as well.
Okay.
But right now you're running,
Um
this girl, and Ron behind you, and you have to make this jump across this crack in the floor, the ground that's now opened up.
Alrighty. I know how I'm gonna do this. I am going to use my stone cunning to feel through the earth, find the most solid point to jump off of, and use it that way so I don't have to worry about the edge crumbling below us. Therefore, I can put more strength into the actual jump itself.
All right, yeah, no, I'll allow it. Go ahead and make me your athletics check. Are you aiding the others?
With my help, would that lower the DC?
Yes, it would.
Okay, then I'm going to trust the girl to make her own.
All right, good to know.
All right,
So
athletics.
make me your athletics check, please.
Oh, geez. That is a 17.
A 17. All right, the Kuatoa girl is going to make her athletics check. That is just a 1. What the hell?
That's just a 1. That's
Bro,
also
That is a 1.
Bro tried to fudge his roll. Oh my god. Boy, but you're helping, right? Doesn't that give advantage?
I'm not helping. I said that
No,
I
He's kind of pointing out where the land, which is lowering the DC, isn't an
Oh,
outright help action.
fuck.
Ron is going to make his check now too. Ron succeeds.
Do I
You continue
see
running, Basil.
this little
Go ahead.
girl? Because we're flying. I'm
As
going
you see Basil
100%.
running with Ron and a young female Kuatoa.
She's not making that jump, I assume.
No, sir.
She can't save everybody.
Man, I like how we started all smiles. Now we're about to cry.
Yeah, no. Fuck. Yeah, there's nothing that can really be done here.
Basil, you jump. Land on the ground. You then look behind you to see your allies, and all you see is rot. You don't see the girl. You keep running.
Basil is shell shocked a little bit, just kind of looking at this.
Ah, fuck. Sorry. Can I interrupt really quick? Can I deal with the devil for her?
You want to?
For the flavor of it, seeing her not able to make it, I'm like right side by side with Basil. Can I try to deal with the devil and call whatever power she has to just quickly dive and catch her to bring her back up?
Sure. I'll allow it.
Yeah, fuck it. Yep. Oh, I'm gonna regret that. She will, yeah, just. You can describe. Sorry, I am like out of it. I'm so stressed.
You're shell shocked, Basil. She was right there. She was right behind you. You chose the best path to jump. She should have made it. She should have. And then you're shocked. You just are staring or caught off guard as a beacon of light flies upwards from the ravine, carrying Seraph and the girl, landing down onto the ground, placing her down. Continue booking it, I assume?
Yeah, I think seeing that Basil's just blessing Burmug and Amaris in tow and just instantly just books it and uses the last little bit of sugar rush to get him to the boat.
Right. You continue moving. It's ours. You're running as fast as you can, jumping from rooftop to rooftop, trying to find the quickest and best path to make it to Shushar. Let's do an investigation check here, or if you want, just an intelligence check to see if you can find an optimal path to Shushar.
Oh man, -1. Let's do this. 7.
7. You continue moving from rooftop to rooftop, trying to find the optimal path. However, at certain points, flames erupt, causing you to have to turn around and move. Other times, as you take a step onto the ground, the roof from on top of you crumbles and you fall down onto the ground. But you continue moving, you continue running towards the shell. You're trying to move as fast as you can. You're trying to get there as quickly as possible. When you arrive, you see Shushar. His back turned towards you. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna quickly get behind him and grab him.
As you run up behind
Just
him and grab him, you place a hand onto his shoulder. He turns to look at you. Ah, Kitsaris, my boy. There's a knife pierced into his gut.
but we could fix that. Cure wounds. And
Alright, you cast Cure Wounds.
tell him leave now. Let's go. 12 healing. Grab him and leave.
Yes.
Good check.
Is my daughter safe?
I hope.
Which direction are you running?
I remember everybody was going to the river, right?
Towards the lake?
Towards the lake, yeah. I'm gonna just when I grab him, I'm gonna take a look to see if I could still sense Arania since I hunter's marker.
You
So
sense
I
her
will have
heading towards the lake.
advantage. Yeah, I think that would be the safe spot where everybody else was going. So I don't know this place. I don't know the way out. So
Alright. Arania. Going to you. What are you doing?
But this time, would Lyre have gotten close enough, or would they have gotten closer to Koichi?
Say the boat is moving faster than Koichi, so Lyre in time would have caught up to Koichi and, if possible, could have made it to shore as well.
But I can't see if they've got Koichi.
If you are moving towards the lake and you are getting towards the water, the waves are rough, yes, but it's easy to see a child running on the surface of the water, a boat chasing right behind him. Koichi hasn't been caught yet. He's still running in the
Okay.
water, but eventually, in time, you assume the boat will catch up.
Okay. From where Arania's at, Koichi still looks to be running to town, not toward her, right? Because the way I'm picturing it is that, like, she's maybe more like on the east side of the island's shore, where Koichi is like on the north, if that makes sense.
Right, yes, Koichi would be moving.
Yeah, like Koishi's like
Towards
down here
town.
and Arania's over here.
Yeah, Koichi would be moving towards town.
Okay. And if there's still a lot of people pouring out towards the boats, yeah, Arania would kind of like go this way up into here and see if she can get the Demogorgon's attention.
Could you describe to me how you are gathering or getting the Demogorgon's attention?
So I think Arania would like skitter up onto the wall. And you just hear this loud pitched like whistle and scream. And she's like, if you're wanting a fight, maybe you should pick with something a little bit more your size. And power, I mean. You know. And I like it's not great. She'll hit it with a guiding bolt more as just like a to grab its attention.
Make me an attack
Yeah.
roll.
Where is
15. The 15, the ball flies towards the chest of the Prince of Demons and it impacts it. There's no damage.
it doesn't need to
It
be.
marches
I just need to get
onwards.
its attention. If I made a deal with the devil, would that get its attention?
would.
I'll do that then. You want a little bit of divinity? Since you're here? Well, I offer it. Come get it.
And as you fire off your guiding bolt, you watch as it flies off towards the Demogorgon. It begins picking up speed, almost like a comet shooting upwards towards it. It lands on its chest, leaving this glowing burn mark on it. As it does, it looks towards you. Both heads turn to look towards you. You have its attention.
Alright. Going along the walls and ceilings, I'm going to start skittering as fast as I can away from the city. Like, in this direction over here.
Good to know. Liar, on your turn, the boat picks up enough speed and you're able to get right next to Koishi. You try and grab onto Koishi?
Yes.
Alright, you grab onto Koishi. Easy enough, I would say. Reaching down, catching him and bringing him back up onto the boat. He continues struggling again, crying out how much he wants his mother. As you are holding onto him tightly, you see a beacon of light, and under it, familiar face of I assume right now, exhausted old man, making their way to shore, and you were just close enough that you could veer the boat towards the edge and pick them up.
I will do so.
Mars and Basil, you see this. You see the boat. You see Lyre. Lyre begins waving at your group, gesturing for you guys to get onto the boat. I assume you both will, as quickly as you can, get onto the docks and jump onto the boat so you can get out of here as soon as possible.
Definitely.
As you hop onto the boat, and the boat starts turning and making its way off into the lake again. As it's turning, your gaze turns towards the Demogorgon, and you see that beam of light fire off into its chest. You look at where it came from, and you see Iranian at rooftop, all by herself, firing off the spell, catching the attention of the Prince of Demons, and then running the opposite direction. Kitsaris, are you running towards shore or running towards Arania?
Arania, she was supposed to be my beacon to get out someday.
You start running towards Arania. And as you continue to run off, get his attention, while the other half of your group sails off the opposite. The Demogorgon screams once more, howls once more. That madness kicking in, making the Kuoto descend even further. Back at town, the Hook Horde desperately defends his egg, running through so close to the edge of town. Merrick, fending off a horde of Kuatoa. His brother Bob is on the ground, bleeding out. It's only a matter of time before Merrick goes down too. Lena, his steeder, fights alongside them. But one after another, Spear continues to impale its body. Lena falls. Until Merrick falls. You gave Eldeth a fighting chance. However, there's still too much Kuato in town. She is stubborn. Rather than save herself, she gives the rest of the Kuato a better chance at survival, urging them to go forward as she stays behind, holding your shield up, Amaris. She holds back and fights a horde of Kuato. Unsure of her fate. And with your group now split into opposite directions, the Demogorgon, the Prince of Demons, chasing after Arania now. That is where we're going to end.
Good job, Burb. Fuck. I hate you now. That's what you wanted.
Next session is a shopping episode, right?
Yeah, we're gonna take some time to do some shopping next episode, guys.
Yeah, we gotta buy a lot of coffins.
Shop
Yeah,
a lot of
ruins
coffin
in
shopping.
fucking town.
People gotta get cremated, coffins. Yeah, a lot of shopping for that.
Mm-mm.
People need a lot of wood.
Jesus.
What a chill episode, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
chill
very
out,
chill.
definitely
Yeah.
chill. Yeah.
But with an S at the end, chills. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Such a fun
Good
session.
fucking session. That was.
Oh my god, I think it was the most stressful session I've ever had.
Yeah, honestly. Good intro
I'll
to
take
the
that as a
BDEG.
compliment.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Good.
That is a compliment, guys.
I can't stay too long because this banjo's kicking my ass, but good fucking session, Burb.
A fucking bad session,
Thank
Burb.
Good night, everybody.
You
Good night,
just-
stream.
Good night, stream. Thanks for everything.
Bye.
See you
20
next
episode
Tuesday.
next, guys. How was the 20th looking for everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Looking good.
20th is good
Great
for
as
me.
always.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Night, y'all.
Night.
Night.